You need to give Brooke the venue. Mom says it casually, like she's asking me to pass the salt, not demanding I surrender my wedding venue. The one I booked 18 months ago. The one I've been planning around. The one I put a non-refundable deposit on. What? The Ashford estate. Brooke needs it for her wedding. I stare at her. We're having lunch, just the two of us. I thought she wanted to discuss centerpieces. I already booked it, for October 15th. I know, but Brooke's getting married October 1st. She needs that venue. Then she should have booked it. Claire, don't be difficult. I'm not being difficult. I booked it first. But Brooke's wedding is more important. The words hang in the air. More important. My wedding. Less important. As always, how is her wedding more important? Mom sighs. That disappointed sigh, the one I've heard my whole life. Brooke has more guests, a bigger budget, it's a society event. And mine isn't? Yours is lovely, but smaller, more intimate. You can find another venue. I don't want another venue. Claire, please. For your sister. For my sister. The golden child. The favorite, the one who gets everything, always. I sit there, lunch untouched. Heartbreaking. No. Excuse me? I said no. It's my venue, my wedding, my day. Mom's face hardens. Your father and I are paying for this wedding. Actually, Owen and I are paying half. We're contributing significantly. And if you want that contribution to continue, you'll give Brooke the venue. Blackmail, financial manipulation, emotional abuse, wrapped in a lunch invitation. I stand up. I need to think about it. There's nothing to think about. Tell the venue manager today. I leave. Drive to my apartment. Call Owen. Tell him everything. He's furious, but I'm just tired. Tired of being second. Tired of being forgotten. Tired of Brooke getting everything, while I get scraps. But this time might be different, because they don't know something. Something important. Something that changes everything. My name is Claire Whitmore, and I'm about to teach my family a lesson. They'll never forget. Let me explain how we got here. I'm the oldest daughter, by 2 years, but you'd never know it. Brooke has always been the favorite, prettier, more outgoing, more everything. I'm quiet, bookish, practical, the boring one. Growing up, Brooke got piano lessons. I got hand-me-down books. Brooke got a sweet 16 party. I got dinner at a chain restaurant. Brooke got a car at graduation. I got congratulations. Every milestone the same pattern. Brooke celebrated, Claire forgotten. When I got into college, Mom said, that's nice. When Brooke got in, they threw a party. When I got my first job, Dad nodded. When Brooke got hers, he posted on Facebook. When I got engaged to Owen, they smiled politely. When Brooke got engaged to Austin, they cried happy tears. The engagement party? Brooke's was at a country club. Mine was canceled. Budget constraints, Mom said. Then they paid for Brooke's dress. $3,000. I bought mine on sale, $500. Nobody noticed. Nobody cared. But the venue was mine. I booked it first, found it myself, fell in love with it. The Ashford estate, historic mansion, beautiful gardens, perfect for a fall wedding. I put down a deposit, signed a contract, made it official. My wedding, my venue, my dream. Then Brooke got engaged. 3 months ago. Suddenly planned a wedding for October, fast wedding, rushed timeline, and apparently she wanted my venue. Because Brooke always gets what she wants, always takes what's mine. My clothes when we were younger, my friends in high school, my achievements in college, now my wedding venue. But this time is different. This time I have something they don't know about. Something that changes everything, and they're about to find out the hard way. I call the venue manager the next day. Her name is Diana. We've been working together for months. She's been amazing. Professional, kind, understanding. Claire, how are you? Not great, Diana. I need to talk to you about something. What's wrong? I explain the situation. My parents, my sister, the demand. Diana listens quietly. So they want you to give up your date? Yes, for my sister's wedding. I see. And what do you want to do? I want to keep it, but they're threatening to pull their financial contribution. How much are they contributing? $20,000. And you and Owen, $30,000. She pauses. Claire, can you come to my office? Today if possible. There's something I need to show you. What is it? It's better if I show you in person. Can you make it by 3? I check the time. 11 a.m. I'll be there. I drive to the Ashford estate. Arrive early, sit in the parking lot, staring at the mansion, my dream venue, the place I imagined saying my vows, the place I imagined dancing with Owen, The place I imagined starting our life together. And Brooke wants to take it, like she takes everything, but maybe not this time. I walk inside. Diana's waiting in her office. She looks serious. Claire, sit down. I sit. She pulls out a folder. When you first came here 18 months ago, do you remember what happened? I fell in love with the venue. Booked it immediately. Do you remember the paperwork? The contract? The deposit? There was other paperwork. Do you remember signing it? I think back. There were several documents. Vaguely. Why? Diana opens the folder, pulls out a document, hands it to me. Because you don't just have a booking contract, Claire. You have the master contract. I stare at the paper. Read the header. Property Management Agreement, Ashford Estate. My name, signed 18 months ago. I don't understand, Diana smiles. Let me explain. Diana leans back in her chair. The Ashford Estate has a unique ownership structure. It's been in the Ashford family for generations, but 15 years ago they created a trust. Okay, the trust allows people to become managing partners, with voting rights, control over bookings, revenue sharing. And I'm a managing partner? You are. When you signed that agreement, you became one of 5 managing partners. My head spins, but I don't remember. It was explained at the time. You were so excited about booking the venue, you probably didn't process it, but you signed it. It's legal and binding. What does this mean? It means you have authority here. Real authority. You can approve or deny bookings. You have a say in how the estate operates. So if Brooke wants to book, she needs approval from the managing partners, which includes you. I sit back, processing. Why didn't you tell me this before? I thought you knew. I assumed you'd read the agreement. But when you called today, I realized you might not understand what you have. What I have. Power, Claire. You have power here. I look at the document again. See my signature, see the date. 18 months ago. Before Brooke got engaged, before this whole mess started, I signed this, I own part of this, and they have no idea, none of them. Diana, if Brooke tries to book this venue, she'll need approval, and you can deny it. Just like that? Just like that. I feel something unfamiliar, something I haven't felt in years. Control, agency, power. But there's more, Diana says. More? She pulls out another document. Because you're a managing partner, you're entitled to revenue sharing. 10% of all bookings. 10%? Yes, for the past 18 months we've been holding your share, waiting for you to claim it. She shows me a statement. My eyes widen. That's $45,000. Yes, from the bookings we've had since you became a partner. I can barely breathe. $45,000, just sitting there, waiting for me. I had no idea. Most people don't read the fine print, but you should, because this changes everything. She's right. It changes everything. I'm not powerless. I'm not at their mercy. I have leverage, real leverage, and they're about to find out. I go home in a daze, call Owen immediately. You're not going to believe this. I tell him everything. The master contract, the managing partner status, the money. He's silent for a long moment. So you basically own part of the venue? Sort of. I have control over bookings, and I get revenue from events. That's incredible. I know. So what are you gonna do? Good question. I could deny Brooke's booking, keep my date, use my power. But something tells me to wait, to see how this plays out, to document everything. I'm gonna let them think I'm giving in. What? I'm gonna tell them I'll give Brooke the venue. Let them think they won. Then when the time comes... Claire, are you sure? I'm tired of being pushed around, Owen. I'm tired of being second. I'm tired of Brooke getting everything. I get that. But nothing. They want to manipulate me? Fine. Let's see how they like being manipulated. Owen is quiet. Then, I'm with you, whatever you decide. I love him for that, for trusting me, for supporting me, for being on my team. Unlike my family, who've never been on my team, who've always chosen Brooke. Well, they made their choice. Now I'm making mine. I call Mom. I'll give Brooke the venue. She exhales in relief. Oh, Claire, thank you. You're being so mature about this. Mature. Translation, obedient. But I want something in return. What? I want to be involved in the planning. I want to help Brooke with everything. Mom sounds surprised. Really? Of course, she's my sister. And if I'm giving up my dream venue, I want to at least be part of making it beautiful. That's so generous of you. Generous, right? When can we start planning? I'll talk to Brooke. She'll be so happy. I hang up. And I smile. Because they have no idea. No idea what's coming. No idea what I'm planning. No idea that I'm not giving up anything. I'm just setting a trap, and they're walking right into it. Brooke calls me that night. Claire, Mom told me, thank you so much. Her voice is syrupy sweet, fake, like always. Of course, Brooke, anything for you. I knew you'd understand. The Ashford estate is just perfect for what I'm envisioning. What are you envisioning? Something grand, elegant, timeless, 300 guests, a 10-piece orchestra, ice sculptures, 300 guests. My wedding was planned for 80. Sounds beautiful. It will be. And you'll help me plan it? Absolutely. When do we start? Tomorrow? Can you meet me at the venue? Perfect. I'll be there. We hang up. I call Diana. Brooke's coming tomorrow to look at the venue. Should I tell her about your partnership? No, not yet. Just treat me like I'm helping my sister. Don't mention anything. You're sure? Positive. I want to see how far they'll take this. Claire, I have to warn you. If she signs a contract, she won't. Not without my approval as a managing partner. True. So let her tour. Let her plan. Let her think it's hers. And then we'll see. Diana laughs. You're enjoying this. Maybe a little. Good. You deserve it. Do I? I've never been vindictive. Never been mean. Never played games. I've always been the good daughter, the understanding one, the one who gives in. But not this time. This time I'm fighting back. This time I'm taking control. This time I'm winning. And it feels good. Really good. The next day I meet Brooke at the venue. She's already there, dressed like she's going to a photo shoot, designer dress, perfect makeup, professional hair, for a venue tour. I'm in jeans and a sweater. She looks me up and down. You couldn't dress up? For a venue tour? Claire, this is important. You should take it seriously. I bite my tongue. Let's go inside. Diana greets us professionally. Welcome. You must be Brooke. I am, and this is my sister Claire. Oh, I know Claire. She's been working with us for months. Brooke's smile tightens. Right, well, I'm here to book this venue for October 1st. Let's do the tour first, Diana says smoothly. We walk through the estate. Brooke critiques everything. The wallpaper is dated. The chandelier is too small. We'll need to bring in additional lighting. I watch, silent, taking notes, mental notes, of every demand, every complaint, every dismissal. This is my venue, the one I fell in love with. And she's tearing it apart. Can we make changes? Brooke asks Diana. What kind of changes? Decor, renovations, updates. That would require approval from the managing partners. Who are they? That's confidential, but I can submit requests on your behalf. Brooke waves her hand. Whatever, just make it happen. Money isn't an issue. Of course it isn't, because Mom and Dad are paying, like always. We finish the tour. Brooke turns to me. What do you think? I think it's beautiful. Perfect for a fall wedding. Yeah, October 1st will be gorgeous. Thanks again for giving this up, Claire. I know it wasn't easy. She doesn't know, has no idea, how not easy it was, how not easy any of this has been. But she will. Soon, planning begins in earnest. Mom insists on weekly meetings, at her house, every Sunday. I attend all of them, take notes, stay quiet, watch. Brooke's wedding keeps getting bigger, more guests, more flowers, more everything. We need a 12-tier cake, she announces one Sunday. 12 tiers? I ask. For 300 guests, yes. That seems excessive. Mom shoots me a look. Let Brooke have what she wants. Always. Let Brooke have what she wants, never Claire. Just Brooke. The planning continues. Brooke books a celebrity photographer, a famous wedding planner, a designer dress that costs more than my car. Mom and Dad write checks. Without hesitation, without question. Meanwhile, my wedding is barely mentioned. When it is, Mom says things like, have you found a new venue? Are you still planning for October 15th? Maybe you should postpone. Give yourself more time. Postpone. Give Brooke her perfect wedding first. Then Claire can have hers. Maybe. Eventually. If there's money left. If anyone still cares, I smile through it all. Nod politely, offer suggestions. Play the supportive sister. While documenting everything. Every expense, every decision, every dismissal. Owen asks me weekly. Are you sure about this? Positive. Positive. When are you going to tell them? Soon. Not yet. Claire, they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, I know. And it's all going to blow up. I know. You're okay with that? I think about it. About years of being second. Years of being forgotten. Years of watching Brooke get everything, while I got nothing. Yeah, I'm okay with it. More than okay. I'm looking forward to it. To To the moment they realize what I have, what I control, what they can't take from me, no matter how hard they try. The moment is coming. Soon. Very soon. 6 weeks before the wedding, something happens. Brooke's wedding planner quits. Apparently Brooke was too difficult, too demanding, too critical, too much. I'm not surprised. Brooke throws a tantrum, calls an emergency family meeting. How am I supposed to plan a wedding in 6 weeks without a planner? We'll find someone, Mom soothes. Go. Everyone good is booked. What about Isabelle? I suggest quietly. Everyone turns to look at me. Who? Isabelle Laurent. She planned my friend's wedding last year. She's amazing. Is she available? I can ask. Isabelle is actually my wedding planner, the one I hired for my October 15th wedding, the one still happening, the one they forgot about. I call Isabelle. Explain the situation. She laughs. You want me to plan your sister's wedding? At your venue, while still planning yours? Yes. Claire, this is insane. I know. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Maybe a little, she sighs. Fine, but you're paying me double. Deal. Isabelle agrees to meet Brooke. They hit it off immediately. Brooke loves her. She's perfect. Claire, thank you. Of course. Isabelle begins coordinating everything. She reports back to me secretly, every detail, every change, every expense. Your sister wants swans, Claire. Live swans? Yes, 6 of them for the ceremony. That's ridiculous. I know, but your parents approved it. The costs keep climbing. 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, 150,000. All for Brooke's wedding, while my wedding budget remains at 50,000. Combined from Owen and me, with whatever Mom and Dad feel like contributing, which keeps getting smaller. We've spent so much on Brooke, Mom explains. We might only be able to give you 10,000 now, down from 20,000. That's fine, Mom. You understand, right? Brooke's wedding is just so much bigger. I understand perfectly. I do. I understand they've always chosen her, always prioritized her, always given her everything, while I get scraps, but not for much longer. 2 weeks before Brooke's wedding, I get a call from Diana. Claire, Brooke's team is requesting venue modifications. What kind? They want to paint the ballroom, change the lighting fixtures, install a new sound system. And as a managing partner, you need to approve it. How much will it cost? $30,000. They're offering to pay for it. I smile. Deny it. Are you sure? Completely sure. The venue is perfect as is, no modifications needed. Diana pauses. This is going to cause problems. I know. They're going to be upset. I'm counting on it. Isabelle calls Brooke with the news. The venue denied the modifications. What? Why? The managing partners don't approve of changes to the historic structure. That's ridiculous. Who are these managing partners? I don't know. The venue won't disclose. Get them on the phone, I'll talk to them. I don't take calls. This is unacceptable. Brooke calls Mom. Mom calls me. Claire, can you talk to the venue? They're being unreasonable. What did they say? They won't allow Brooke's modifications. Maybe they have good reasons. But Brooke needs those changes. Does she? Or does she just want them? Claire, please, just try, for your sister. I sigh dramatically. Fine. I'll call Diana. I call Diana. We laugh. How'd she take it? Not well. They're furious. Good. Claire, are you ready for the fallout? Almost. Not quite yet. When? 1 more week. Let them panic a little longer. The modifications denial causes chaos. Brooke has meltdown after meltdown. Mom and Dad scramble to fix it. Dad even calls Diana personally. This is unacceptable. We're spending a fortune at your venue. I understand, sir, but the managing partners have final say. Then let me talk to them. They don't take meetings. This is ridiculous. He hangs up. Calls me. Claire, this venue is a nightmare. Why did you recommend it? Because it's beautiful, Dad. It's becoming more trouble than it's worth. Maybe Brooke should find a different venue. At 2 weeks out? Impossible. Then I guess she'll have to work with what she has. He grumbles and hangs up. I smile. They're stressed, scrambling, losing control. For once, they're not getting everything they want. For once, someone is saying no to Brooke, and they have no idea. That someone is me. 1 week before the wedding, I make my move. I call a family meeting. What's this about? Mom asks. I need to tell you something about the venue. Everyone gathers. Mom, Dad, Brooke, Austin. We sit in my parents' living room. I take a deep breath. There's something you should know about the Ashford estate. What about it? Brooke asks impatiently. I pull out the folder. The one Diana gave me. The master contract. the partnership agreement, the financial statements. I'm one of the managing partners. Silence, complete silence. Then, what? When I booked the venue 18 months ago, I signed a partnership agreement. I became a managing partner with voting rights and revenue sharing. Mom's face goes pale. That's not possible. It is. It's all here. Legal documents, signed and notarized. You're lying. I hand her the papers. She reads. Her hands shake. Dad takes them, reads. His face turns red. Brooke just stares. So the managing partners who denied my modifications. That was me. I denied them. You did this on purpose. I did what was right for the historic venue. You sabotaged my wedding. I protected a historic property. Mom stands up. Claire, how could you? How could I, what? Exercise my legal rights. You've been lying to us for weeks. No, I've been letting you assume things. There's a difference. This is unacceptable. What's unacceptable is forcing me to give up my venue in the first place. Dad's voice is ice. Are you saying you won't let Brooke use the venue? I smile. Oh, Brooke can use it. She has a contract, but any modifications, changes, or special requests go through me. And you'll deny them all. I'll deny the unreasonable ones. Brooke is crying now. Dramatic tears, practiced tears. You're ruining my wedding. I'm making sure it happens appropriately. I hate you. That's fine, you can hate me for my venue. I stand up. Oh, and one more thing. What? Mom snaps. My wedding is still happening, October 15th, at the Ashford Estate, as originally planned. I leave, walk to my car, drive away, and I feel lighter, freer, more powerful than ever before. I spoke up, I fought back, I won, and it feels incredible. The next few days are chaos. Mom calls repeatedly. I don't answer. Dad sends angry texts. I block him. Brooke posts on social media, vague posts about family betrayal. I ignore them all. Owen is concerned. Are you okay? I'm great. They're really angry. Good. Claire? Owen, I've spent my entire life making them happy, making things easy, giving in. Not anymore. He hugs me. I'm proud of you. Yeah? Yeah. You're finally standing up for yourself. I am. And it feels right, for the first time in years. Isabel calls. Brooke wants to cancel everything. She can't. She has a contract, I know. I told her that. She's threatening to sue. Let her try. She signed a binding agreement. This is getting messy, I know, but stick with it. The wedding will happen. Diana calls too. Your family is furious. I know. Your dad threatened to report us to the Better Business Bureau. For what? He doesn't know. He's just angry. He'll get over it, will he? Good question. Will he? Will any of them? Or have I permanently damaged these relationships? I think about it. Really think about it. And I realize I don't care. These relationships were already damaged. By years of favoritism, years of neglect, years of choosing Brooke over me. I didn't break them. They did. I'm just refusing to pretend anymore. Refusing to be the good daughter, the understanding one, the one who always gives in. I'm done with that role. From now on, I'm the daughter who fights back, who stands up for herself, who says no. And if they can't handle that, that's their problem, not mine. 4 days before the wedding, Mom shows up at my apartment. Unannounced. I almost don't let her in, but Owen convinces me. Hear her out. I open the door. Mom looks terrible, tired, stressed, older. Claire, we need to talk. About this whole mess. Come in. She sits on my couch, clasps her hands. I didn't know about the partnership, about your rights to the venue. I know. Why didn't you tell us? Would it have mattered? She's quiet. We both know the answer. No, it wouldn't have. They still would have demanded I give it to Brooke. Still would have prioritized her. Still would have dismissed me. Claire, I need to know. Will you let Brooke's wedding happen? It's happening. I'm not canceling her contract, but you're making it difficult. I'm enforcing reasonable standards. She's your sister, and you're my mother, but you've never treated me like Brooke. Mom flinches. That's not true. It is. We both know it is. Silence. Long, heavy silence. Finally, I'm sorry. 2 words. Too late, too little. Okay. Is that all you have to say? What do you want me to say, Mom? That it's fine? That I forgive you? That we can just move on? I want you to understand. I understand perfectly. You've always loved Brooke more, always chosen her, always given her everything. While I got scraps, I understand that completely. Claire? The difference is I'm not accepting it anymore. She stands. Your father and I are very disappointed. In what? In me standing up for myself? In you being vindictive. I'm not being vindictive. I'm being fair. Something you never were. She leaves, slams the door, I sit down, and I cry. Not because I'm sad, but because I'm free. Finally, truly free. The day before the wedding, Isabel calls. Everything's set. Well, as set as it can be given the circumstances. What's the final count? 280 guests. Brooke had to cut some people when we eliminated the swans and the ice sculptures. How tragic, Isabel laughs. You're terrible. I'm practical. Those things were ridiculous anyway. The venue looks beautiful though, even without modifications. Good. Are you coming tomorrow? To Brooke's wedding? Yes. Absolutely not. Claire, I'm not welcome, and I don't want to be there. Your parents expect you. They can expect whatever they want. I hang up, but the truth is, I am going. Not as a guest, but as a managing partner. I have every right to be on the property, to observe the event, to make sure everything runs smoothly. Diana knows I'm coming. I'll give you access to the private observation room. There's an observation room? For managing partners. You can watch the whole thing without being seen. Perfect. The morning of the wedding, Owen and I drive to the estate. We use the private entrance. Diana meets us, leads us to a small room overlooking the main ballroom. You can see everything from here. This is perfect. There's a speaker system too. You can hear the ceremony. We settle in, watch as guests arrive. 280 people, all dressed in formal attire, all here for Brooke's big day. Mom and Dad greet everyone, smiling, proud, the parents of the bride. Nobody mentions me, nobody asks where I am. I'm invisible, as always, but not for much longer. The ceremony begins. Brooke walks down the aisle, in her designer dress, looking beautiful, radiant, everything a bride should be. Austin waits at the altar, smiling, loving. They say their vows, exchange rings, kiss, everyone applauds. It's actually beautiful, perfect even. Despite all the drama, despite all the fighting. Despite me, and I feel nothing, no jealousy, no anger, just detachment. This isn't my wedding, these aren't my people, this isn't my family anymore. They made that clear, over and over. Now I'm just an observer, watching strangers celebrate, and that's okay, because in 2 weeks, I'll have my wedding. At this same venue, with people who actually care about me, who actually choose me, who actually see me. That's the wedding that matters, not this one. The reception begins, dinner, dancing. Speeches, Dad gives a toast. To my beautiful daughter Brooke and her wonderful husband Austin. May your love last forever. My beautiful daughter, singular, not daughters. Daughter. I'm erased, even in this moment, but I'm used to it. Expected it, even. Owen squeezes my hand. You okay? Yeah, I really am. Want to leave? Not yet. I want to see something. What? The ending. The reception continues. Speeches from friends. Austin's best man tells embarrassing stories. Brooke's maid of honor cries through her entire speech. Then Mom stands up, unscheduled, unexpected. I'd like to say something. The room quiets. When Brooke was born, I knew she was special. From the moment I held her, I knew she'd do amazing things. She's tearing up, and she has. She's beautiful, accomplished, perfect in every way. I'm so proud to be her mother. Everyone applauds. Brooke is crying, happy tears. Mom continues. I also want to thank her sister, Claire, for giving up this beautiful venue so Brooke could have her dream wedding. Wait, what? Owen looks at me. I'm frozen. Claire couldn't be here today, but I know she's thinking of her sister. She made a real sacrifice and we're all grateful. The room applauds again. For my sacrifice. For giving up my venue. For being the good sister. The understanding one. The one who doesn't matter. Except that's not what happened at all. But they don't know that. Nobody here knows. That I own part of this venue, that I approved this wedding, that I'm literally watching from upstairs. They think I gave it up. Gave in. Like always. And Mom is taking credit for my generosity. For my sacrifice. For my erasure. I stand up. I need to do something. Claire, don't. I'm not going to make a scene. I just need to remind them of something. I leave the observation room, walk down to Diana's office. I need you to make an announcement. What kind of announcement? About venue ownership. About the managing partners. Claire, are you sure? Positive. Can you do it? She thinks, then nods. I can, during the cake cutting? Perfect. I return to the observation room. Wait, the cake is brought out, 12 tiers, ridiculous and beautiful. Brooke and Austin pose for photos. Everyone gathers around. Then Diana's voice comes through the speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention for a moment. The room quiets. I'm Diana, the venue manager. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank our managing partners for making this beautiful event possible. Confused murmurs. The Ashford estate has 5 managing partners who oversee all bookings and ensure the property maintains its historic integrity. Tonight, I'd especially like to thank one of our partners who worked closely with the bride's family to make this day perfect. More murmurs. That partner is Claire Whitmore, the bride's sister. Silence. Complete, absolute silence. Claire became a managing partner 18 months ago when she first booked this venue for her own wedding. She has graciously allowed her sister to use the venue while maintaining her own October 15th booking. Please join me in thanking her for her partnership and her generosity. Chaos. Absolute chaos. Guests looking around. Brooke's face goes white. Mom drops her champagne glass. Dad just stares. Austin looks confused. Diana continues. The Ashford estate is proud to serve the Whitmore family twice this fall. Congratulations to both brides. She steps away from the microphone. The damage is done. Everyone is talking, whispering, questioning. Claire owns the venue? She didn't give it up? She's a partner? She has her own wedding in 2 weeks? I watch from above, seeing the truth spread, seeing their assumptions shatter, seeing them realize. I never gave up anything. I never sacrificed. I never gave in. I just let them think I did. And now they know. The reception continues awkwardly. Guests keep whispering. Brooke tries to smile, but she's shaken. Mom and Dad look furious, but they can't make a scene. Not at Brooke's wedding, not in front of everyone, so they plaster on fake smiles and pretend everything's fine, but it's not fine. Nothing is fine. Their lies are exposed, their manipulation revealed, their favoritism on full display, because everyone now knows. I didn't give up the venue. I own it. Owen and I leave before the reception ends. Drive home in silence. Finally, he speaks. That was intense. Yeah. Are you okay? I'm perfect. Your mom's speech was typical, taking credit for my sacrifice while erasing me completely. But now everyone knows the truth. Exactly. My phone starts buzzing. Calls, texts, social media notifications, all from people at the wedding, family members I haven't talked to in years. Claire, I had no idea you owned the venue. Why didn't you tell anyone? Your parents said you gave it up. I ignore them all, except one. For my cousin Hannah, I always knew they treated you differently. I'm sorry, you deserve better. I text back. Thanks, I'm done accepting less. She replies immediately. Good. It's about time. That night, I sleep better than I have in months, maybe years, because I finally stood up, finally fought back, finally showed them. I'm not the doormat daughter, not the understanding sister, not the one who gives in. I'm Claire Whitmore, managing partner, property owner, woman who knows her worth, and I'm just getting started. The next morning, Mom calls. I don't answer. She calls again, and again. Finally leaves a voicemail. Claire, we need to talk. What you did last night was unacceptable. You embarrassed your sister on her wedding day. You embarrassed this entire family. Call me back immediately. I delete it. Dad texts. You've gone too far. This ends now. I block him. Brooke sends an email. Long, angry, bitter. I don't read past the first line. Just delete it. They want me to feel guilty, to apologize, to go back to being invisible. But I won't. Never again. 2 weeks later, my wedding day arrives. October 15th. Perfect fall weather, crisp air, colorful leaves, sunshine. I wake up feeling peaceful. Owen stayed at a hotel last night, tradition, but I'm not alone. Hannah is here, my maid of honor, the only family member I invited. How are you feeling? Happy. Really, truly happy. Good. You deserve this. We get ready together. My dress is simple, elegant, $500 on sale, but I love it. It's mine, chosen by me, paid for by me, perfect for me. Hannah does my makeup. Another friend does my hair. No professional team. No celebrity stylists. Just people who love me, who support me, who choose me. We drive to the Ashford estate. Diana greets us warmly. Everything's ready. The venue looks beautiful. Thank you for everything. Of course, this is your day, Claire. Enjoy it. I walk through the estate, see the decorations. Simple, elegant, meaningful. Nothing excessive. Nothing wasteful. Just beautiful. Owen's family is here, all 75 guests, friends, colleagues, people who matter, people who see me, who've always seen me. My parents aren't here. Neither is Brooke. I didn't invite them. After the announcement at Brooke's wedding, they sent angry messages, demanded apologies, threatened to boycott my wedding. I called their bluff. Don't come. I don't want you here. They were shocked. You can't mean that. I do. You've made your choice. I'm making mine. Claire, we're your parents. Then act like it. Treat me like you treat Brooke. Love me like you love her. Support me like you support her. We do. You don't. You never have. And I'm done pretending it's okay. You're being childish. I'm being honest. Something this family has never been good at. I hung up, blocked their numbers, moved on. And now, standing in my dream venue, surrounded by people who truly care, I feel no regret, no sadness, no loss, just freedom. The ceremony begins. I walk down the aisle, not with my father, with Hannah. Owen waits at the altar, smiling, crying, happy. We say our vows, words we wrote ourselves, about partnership, about equality, about choosing each other. Every single day we exchange rings, kiss, everyone applauds. And I feel complete. Loved, for exactly who I am, not who they wanted me to be, but who I actually am. The reception is perfect. Dinner, dancing, laughter. Owen's dad gives a toast. To Claire and Owen, may your love be built on honesty, respect, and choosing each other every day. Choosing each other. Not one over the other, but together, equally. That's what real love looks like. Real family, real support. Everything I never had growing up, but everything I have now. With Owen. With his family. With the family I'm choosing. Not the one I was born into, the one I'm building. And it's better. So much better. Halfway through the reception, Diana pulls me aside. Claire, there's someone here to see you. Who? Your mother. My stomach drops. She's here? She's outside, says she needs to talk to you. I look at Owen, he squeezes my hand. I'll come with you. No, stay, I'll handle this. I walk outside. Mom is standing by the entrance, alone, looking small, older, tired. Claire. What are you doing here? I needed to see you, to talk to you. I don't want to talk. Please. Just give me 5 minutes. I cross my arms. Fine. 5 minutes. She takes a deep breath. I was wrong about everything. Okay. I favored Brooke. I know that now. I've known it for a while, but I didn't want to admit it. Why? Because admitting it means facing what I did to you, what I cost you. And what did you cost me? Your childhood, your confidence, your relationship with your family. She's crying now. Real tears, not Brooke's practiced ones, real grief. I'm so sorry, Claire. I'm so sorry. I feel nothing. No anger, no sadness, just emptiness. I appreciate the apology, Mom, but it doesn't change anything. Can't we start over? Try again? No. Why not? Because you've shown me who you are, for 30 years, and I believe you. People can change, maybe, but I don't need to wait around to see if you will. Claire, please? I'm done, Mom. Done being second, done being forgotten, done being the understanding one. I know I hurt you. You didn't just hurt me. You erased me, made me feel worthless, made me think I didn't matter. You do matter. To who? To you. Because your actions say otherwise. She's sobbing now. Mascara running, hands shaking. I don't know how to fix this. You can't. Some things can't be fixed. So that's it? We're done? We've been done for a long time. I just finally accepted it. What about family? What about forgiveness? Family is supposed to love you, support you, choose you. You did none of those things. And forgiveness? Forgiveness is earned, not demanded, and you haven't earned it. I turn to walk away. She grabs my arm. Please, Claire, don't do this. I'm your mother. I look at her hand, then at her face. You stopped being my mother the day you chose Brooke over me. Every single day after that, you made the same choice. Now I'm making mine. I pull away, walk back inside, back to my wedding, back to people who love me, back to my life. Owen finds me. You okay? Yeah, I really am. What did she want? Forgiveness. A second chance. Are you gonna give it to her? No. Are you sure? I look around at our guests, at the decorations, at this beautiful venue I partly own, at the life I built, despite them, without them, better than anything they could have given me. I'm sure. He kisses my forehead. I'm proud of you. For what? For knowing your worth, for not settling, for choosing yourself. That's all I've ever done. Choose myself, because nobody else would. I choose you, I know. That's why I married you. We dance, laugh, celebrate, and I don't think about Mom or Dad or Brooke. I just enjoy my day, my perfect day, at my venue, with my people. Living my life, the one I built, the one I deserve, the one they can't touch. The next morning, Owen and I leave for our honeymoon, 2 weeks in Italy, paid for entirely by us. No family contributions, no strings attached, just us. Before we leave, Diana calls. Claire, I wanted to update you on something. What's that? Your share from last month's revenue, including Brooke's wedding. How much? $15,000. I smile. So I essentially got paid to attend my sister's wedding? Diana laughs. Technically, yes. That's poetic. I thought you'd appreciate it. I do, very much. We hang up. I tell Owen. He shakes his head. You made money from the wedding they forced you to give up? I made money from the venue I own. Brooke's wedding just happened to be one of the events. That's incredible. It's fair. We board the plane, settle into our seats. Owen takes my hand. No regrets? About what? Your family. Cutting them off. I think about it, really consider it. None. They had 30 years to treat me right. They chose not to. I'm not giving them another 30. What if they change? Then good for them. But I'm not waiting around to find out. Fair enough. We take off, Italy bound, away from the drama, away from the family, away from everything that hurt. For 2 weeks we explore Rome, Florence, Venice. We eat amazing food, see incredible art, make beautiful memories, just the two of us. No family drama, no wedding stress, no favoritism or manipulation, just love. Pure, simple, equal love. On our last night, we sit at a cafe in Venice, watching the sunset over the Grand Canal. Do you think you'll ever talk to them again? Owen asks. Maybe, eventually, if they genuinely change. And if they don't, then I have everything I need right here, he smiles. That's surprisingly healthy. I've had good therapy. We laugh. It's true. After years of feeling less than, I found a therapist. Worked through the favoritism, the neglect, the erasure. Learned to set boundaries, to know my worth, to choose myself. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. And it led me here, to this moment, happy, healthy, whole. Without them, we fly home. Return to real life, to work, to routines, to our apartment. But something's different. I'm different. Lighter, freer, unburdened. I don't check for calls from my parents, don't wonder if they're proud, don't need their approval. I have my own and Owen's and my friends. That's enough. More than enough. 3 months after the wedding, I get a letter from Brooke. Handwritten, not an email or text, an actual letter. I almost throw it away, but curiosity wins. I open it. Dear Claire, I've been thinking a lot since my wedding. About what happened. About what you said. About us. You were right, I was the favorite. I did get everything. I never had to struggle like you did. I didn't see it at the time, or maybe I did and I didn't care. Either way, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for taking your venue, for taking everything, for never considering your feelings. I'm sorry for being a terrible sister. I know this doesn't fix anything. I know you probably don't want to hear from me, but I wanted you to know I see it now, and I'm sorry. I hope you're happy. I hope your wedding was everything you dreamed of. You deserve that. Love, Brooke. I read it twice. It seems genuine, honest, but I feel cautious. This is new for Brooke. Apologizing, taking responsibility. It's progress, but it's not enough. Not yet. I don't respond. Just file the letter away. Maybe someday I'll reply. Maybe someday we'll rebuild something, but not today. Today I'm protecting my peace, my boundaries, my hard-won happiness. A week later, another letter. From Dad this time. Claire, I owe you an apology. A big one. Your mother and I discussed everything that happened. How we treated you versus how we treated Brooke. We were wrong. Completely wrong. We took you for granted. Assumed you'd always be okay. Always be strong. Always be there. We never considered how our actions made you feel. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. I'd like to talk. Whenever you're ready. If you're ever ready. Dad, better than Mom's apology. More specific. More ownership. But still. Words are easy. Actions matter. And they've had 30 years to act differently. I don't respond to this one either. Just file it. Keep living my life. Focus on what matters. Owen and I buy a house. Small, cozy, perfect for us. We decorate it together. Make it a home. Our home. Built on equality, on partnership, on love. Everything my childhood home wasn't. I continue working, succeeding, growing my career, my reputation, my independence. The Ashford estate continues to thrive. I attend quarterly partner meetings, vote on bookings, collect my revenue share, watch my investment grow. It's empowering, being an owner, having control, making decisions, not at someone else's mercy. Never again. 6 months after the wedding, Hannah calls. Have you heard? Heard what? About your parents and Brooke. No. What happened? They're in therapy, family therapy, all 3 of them. I'm quiet, processing. Claire, you there? Yeah, I'm here. Apparently after your wedding, they realized how badly they messed up. They've been going to therapy every week. Good for them. You don't sound convinced. I'm not. Therapy is great, but it doesn't undo 30 years. No, but it's a start. Maybe. Are you interested in joining them? Their therapist suggested family sessions. No, you're sure? Completely sure. They can work on themselves, but I'm not participating in their healing journey. That's fair. It is fair. I don't owe them my time, my energy, my forgiveness. They need to earn it. If they ever can. 1 year after my wedding, Diana calls. Claire, we have a special booking request. What kind? A 30th anniversary party, 200 guests, very high profile. And it's your parents. I freeze. My parents want to book the venue? Yes, for their anniversary party. They've requested October 15th, the date of your wedding. The audacity. The nerve. What did you tell them? That I'd have to check with the managing partners. Good. So what do you want to do? I think about it. The easy answer is no. Deny them. Refuse. Make them feel what I felt. But something stops me. Some small part of me. Curious. Wondering. If they've really changed. Set up a meeting. I'll talk to them. You're sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Diana schedules it. 3 days later at the venue, in the conference room. I arrive early, prepare myself, set my boundaries, remember my worth. Mom and Dad arrive, looking nervous, older, different somehow. Claire. Mom says softly. Mom, Dad, we sit, awkward silence. Finally Dad speaks. Thank you for meeting with us. Of course. Diana said you want to book the venue. Yes, for our 30th anniversary. Why here? Because it's beautiful, and because it's yours. Interesting answer. Explain. Mom leans forward. We want to celebrate our anniversary somewhere meaningful, somewhere that represents growth, change, healing. And you think this venue represents that? It represents you, Claire, your strength, your independence, your success. And you want to celebrate that? We want to acknowledge it, honor it, show you that we see you now. I study them, looking for lies, for manipulation, but I see only sincerity, nervousness, hope. Have you been in therapy? Yes, Dad says, for a year now, family therapy and individual. And what have you learned? Mom answers. That we failed you, repeatedly, systematically, for your entire life. Go on. We favored Brooke, not because you weren't good enough, but because she demanded more, and we took the path of least resistance. Which meant neglecting me, yes, which was wrong, inexcusable, damaging. Dad adds, we learned that strong and independent were labels we used to justify our neglect. You weren't strong, you were surviving, because we gave you no choice. And now we're trying to do better, be better, even if it's too late. I sit back. This is more than I expected. More ownership, more insight, more genuine change. What does Brooke think about all this? She's been in therapy too, Mom says, working through her own issues, her entitlement, her blindness, her role in your pain, and she wants to rebuild, when you're ready. I got her letter. Did you read it? I did. Will you respond? Maybe, eventually, when I'm ready. Silence. Then me. If I approve this booking, I have conditions. Anything, Dad says. First, this is a business transaction, not a family favor. You pay full price, no discounts. Agreed. Second, I get final approval on all details, decor, food, music, everything. Of course. Third, I'm invited as a guest, not staff, not invisible. As your daughter. Mom's eyes fill with tears. Always. And fourth, we take this slow. Booking the venue doesn't mean we're fixed, it means we're trying. We understand. I pull out a contract. Then let's make it official. They sign. I sign. Diana witnesses. It's done. My parents booked my venue. For their anniversary. Not taking it from me, not demanding it, not manipulating me, asking, paying, respecting my boundaries. It's not forgiveness, not yet, but it's a start, maybe. Planning their anniversary party is strange. Different from Brooke's wedding, they're respectful, considerate, they ask my opinion, listen to my suggestions. Don't steamroll me, it's nice, weird, but nice. We meet weekly, at coffee shops, neutral territory, discuss details, guest lists, menus, decorations, but also talk about therapy. About realizations, about regrets. I wish we could go back, Mom says one day. Redo your childhood. You can't. I know, but I wish I could. Why? What would you do differently? She thinks. Everything. I'd celebrate your achievements, attend your events, make you feel seen, loved, equal. Why didn't you? Because Brooke was louder, more demanding, easier to focus on. And I was quiet. Yes, which I mistook for not needing attention. But you did need it. You just didn't know how to ask. I shouldn't have had to ask. No, you shouldn't have. That was our job, and we failed. These conversations are hard, painful, but honest. More honest than we've ever been. Slowly, carefully, we rebuild. Not a relationship. Not yet. But communication, understanding, acknowledgement of harm. It's not perfect. I still have walls, still protect myself, still keep distance, but the walls are a little lower, the protection a little less rigid, the distance a little shorter. Progress. Slow, painful progress. Brooke reaches out too, asks to meet, I agree. Coffee, public place. She arrives nervous, apologetic, different. Thank you for seeing me. Sure, I don't know where to start, then just talk, I'll listen. She takes a breath. I've been a terrible sister, my whole life. I took from you, demanded everything, never considered your feelings. True, I was spoiled, entitled, blind to my privilege, also true. And I'm sorry, really, genuinely sorry. I watch her, looking for cracks, for performance, but I see only genuine remorse. What changed? I ask. Therapy. And your wedding announcement. When Diana told everyone you owned the venue, it hit me. Everything you'd done, built, achieved, all while I was taking from you. And I was ashamed. I'm ashamed. I've spent a year in therapy working through it. Good. Can we try to rebuild? Maybe. Slowly. I'll take slowly. I need you to understand something, Brooke. What? I don't trust you. I don't trust any of them. You've hurt me too many times. I know. So if we do this, if we try, it's on my terms, my timeline, my boundaries. Agreed. And if you mess up, I'm done. No second chances, no explanations. Just done. I understand. Okay then. We talk for an hour about therapy, about realizations, about the future. It's not perfect, but it's something. A foundation. Maybe. If she proves herself, if she earns trust, if she shows me through actions that she's changed. Time will tell, but I'm willing to give it, cautiously, with firm boundaries, on my terms. The anniversary party arrives October 15th, 2 years after my wedding. The venue looks beautiful, elegant, sophisticated, meaningful. I helped plan every detail. But this time I was heard, valued, respected. Guests arrive, family, friends, colleagues, people who've known my parents for decades. I'm there as a guest, wearing a beautiful dress, standing with Owen, being seen. The ceremony begins. Mom and Dad renew their vows. Words about growth, about learning, about choosing each other, and about choosing their daughters. Plural, both of us. We've made many mistakes in our 30 years. Dad says, but our biggest was failing to see both our daughters equally. The room is silent. Claire, we're sorry for everything. We hope this party in your venue shows you we're trying to do better. Everyone looks at me. I nod. Acknowledge it. It's not forgiveness, but it's acknowledgement of effort, of change, of trying. That's something. The reception is lovely. Dinner, dancing, speeches. Relatives approach me. Claire, the venue is stunning. Did you really help plan this? Your parents are so proud of you. That last one, from an aunt, makes me pause. They told you that? They talk about you all the time. Your business success, your marriage, your partnership here. Really? Yes. They show everyone pictures from your wedding. Talk about how proud they are. It's strange. Hearing this, after years of silence, of being invisible, now they're talking about me, showing pictures, being proud. It's what I always wanted. But it feels different now. Because I don't need it anymore. I built my worth, my success, my happiness, without their validation. Having it now is nice, but not necessary. I'm complete without it. That's the real victory. Not their change, but my independence from needing it. Halfway through the party, Mom finds me. Claire, can we talk? Sure. We step outside, into the garden, where 2 years ago, Owen and I got married. This is where you stood, Mom says. When you married Owen, yes, I wasn't here. No, you weren't. I regret that, every day. I know. She turns to me. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. I know I can't undo the past, but I want you to know something. What? You're the strongest person I know, and I'm sorry I mistook that strength for not needing love, not needing support, not needing a mother. Okay. You deserved better. You deserved a mother who saw you, who celebrated you, who chose you as much as she chose your sister. Yes, I did. Can you ever forgive me? I think about it. Really think about it. I don't know, Mom. Maybe someday. That's fair. But I can tell you this. I'm willing to try, to build something new. Not what we had, but something different, healthier. I'll take that, on my terms. Of course, with boundaries. Whatever you need. I look at her, really look at her. She's aged. The stress of the past 2 years showing, the therapy, the self-reflection, the guilt, it's changed her. Maybe for real this time. Let's take it slow, I say. Okay. One step at a time. I'm here for every step, whenever you're ready. We hug. It's awkward, unfamiliar. We haven't hugged in years, but it's something. A start. We return to the party. Dad finds me later. Similar conversations, similar apologies, similar hope. I give him the same answer. Slow. Cautious boundaries. He accepts it. Grateful for any chance. Brooke approaches near the end. Thank you for being here. It's my venue, of course I'm here. She smiles sadly. Right? Of course. But also I wanted to be, for Mom and Dad and maybe for you. Really? Maybe? We'll see. I'll take maybe. We stand together, silent, watching our parents dance. 2 daughters, finally seen, finally equal, finally given a chance. It's not perfect, it won't erase the past, but it's possible. Healing is possible, forgiveness might be possible, family might be possible, on new terms, healthier terms, my terms, and that makes all the difference. 6 months later, Owen and I host Thanksgiving. At our house, our tradition. We invite Owen's family, my friend Hannah, and, cautiously, I invite my parents and Brooke. They accept immediately. Arrive early, bring food, ask how they can help. It's nice, different, better. We cook together, all of us, in our small kitchen, laughing, talking, sharing space. Mom doesn't criticize, Dad doesn't ignore me. Brooke doesn't overshadow. They're just present, engaged, trying. Over dinner, Owen's dad proposes a toast. To family, not just blood, but chosen. People who love us, support us, see us. Everyone raises glasses. I look around the table, at Owen's family who welcomed me completely, at Hannah who always saw me, at my parents trying to do better, at Brooke working to rebuild. This is family, not perfect, but real, honest. After dinner, Mom helps me clean, just the 2 of us. Your home is beautiful, Claire. Thank you. You've built a really nice life. I have. I'm proud of you. There it is, the words I wanted my whole childhood, the validation I craved, the acknowledgement I needed. And now hearing them, I feel grateful, but not desperate, not dependent, just grateful, because I already knew my worth, already built my life, already became the person I needed to be. Her pride is nice, but I don't need it anymore. I have my own. Thank you, Mom. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you think you'll ever fully forgive me? Us? I don't know, maybe? Someday. What would it take? Time, consistency, proof that this isn't temporary. How long? As long as it takes. This isn't something you can rush. I understand. I hope you do, because I'm not going back to how things were. Ever. I don't want you to. I want better. For both of us. Then keep showing up. Keep trying. Keep being honest. I will. She means it, I can tell. Whether it lasts, time will tell. But for now, it's enough. Progress. Slow, steady progress. That's all I need. 1 year later, the Ashford estate expands. The managing partners vote to acquire adjacent property. Build a second venue, more events, more revenue, more opportunity. I'm part of every decision, every vote, every plan. My investment has grown significantly, from the initial partnership to now. I'm not just a managing partner anymore. I'm a major stakeholder, building wealth, security, independence. Diana and I meet regularly, review finances, discuss bookings, plan growth. You've done well, Claire. We've done well. True. But you took a risk, signing that partnership agreement without fully understanding it. Best accidental decision I ever made. She laughs. Wasn't entirely accidental. I saw something in you. Drive, determination, vision. And you wanted that in a partner. Exactly. The second venue opens. Smaller, more intimate, perfect for smaller weddings, corporate events, private parties. It's beautiful and profitable. My share increases. Owen and I discuss the future. Do you want to quit your job, focus on the venues full-time? Maybe eventually, not yet. Why not? Because I like having options. Multiple streams of income, multiple identities, fair. Plus, I worked hard for my career. I'm not giving it up just because I have another opportunity. You never give things up, do you? Not anymore. He smiles. That's my wife. My relationship with my family continues to improve. Slowly. We have monthly dinners, sometimes at their house, sometimes at mine. Always respectful, always boundaried. Brooke and I rebuild our relationship. Carefully. She's proven herself, through consistency, through respect, through genuine change. We'll never be best friends, too much history, too much hurt, but we're sisters, real sisters, who see each other, who support each other, who try. That's enough. Mom and Dad attend my work events, celebrate my promotions, ask about my life. Actually listen to the answers. It's what I always wanted. And now I have it. But I don't need it the same way. I'm complete without it. Their validation is a bonus, not a necessity. That's healing, real healing. Not forgetting the past, but not being controlled by it either. 3 years after the venue revelation, I'm invited to speak at a wedding industry conference about entrepreneurship, about building wealth through property partnerships, about knowing your worth. I accept. The event is huge. Hundreds of attendees, wedding planners, venue owners, industry professionals. I'm nervous but ready. Owen comes with me for support. My parents asked to attend too. We want to see you speak. Okay. They buy tickets, sit in the front row. With Owen, I take the stage, look at the audience, at my parents watching proudly, at Owen smiling encouragingly, and I begin. 3 years ago, I accidentally became a managing partner of a wedding venue. I signed paperwork I didn't fully read, made a commitment I didn't fully understand, and it changed my life. I tell the story, the partnership, the venue, the family drama, the revelation, the growth. What I learned is this: know your worth. Read your contracts. Understand your power, because nobody else will give it to you. You have to claim it yourself. Applause. Questions follow. People want advice, want to know how to find similar opportunities, want to replicate my success. I answer honestly. It wasn't planned, but when the opportunity presented itself, I was ready, because I'd been working, building skills, developing business sense, proving myself. More applause. After the session, people approach me, thank me, share their stories. Among them a young woman, early 20s, nervous. I'm the forgotten daughter in my family too. My sister gets everything. I'm invisible. My heart breaks. I'm sorry, I know how that feels. How did you survive it? I built my own life, my own success, independent of their approval. Did it get better? Eventually, but only after I stopped waiting for them to change and started changing my own circumstances. Thank you, that helps. She walks away. I stand there, thinking about how far I've come, from the forgotten daughter to the keynote speaker, from powerless to powerful, from needing their approval to having my own. That night, my parents take Owen and me to dinner. Claire, you were amazing, Mom says. Thank you. We're so proud of you, Dad adds. I smile. I know. And I mean it, not because they finally said it, but because I already knew it myself. Their pride is nice, but it's not necessary. I'm proud of me. That's what matters. We eat, talk, laugh, like a normal family. A healthy family, one that sees all its members, values all its members, loves all its members. It took 33 years, but we got here. Not perfect, not erased past, but better, healthier, real, and that's enough. 5 years after the original venue booking, Owen and I host our anniversary party at the Ashford estate. Of course. We invite everyone, Owen's family, my family, friends, colleagues, venue part. It's a celebration of marriage, of success, of healing, of growth. I stand in the ballroom, the same room where Brooke got married, fat, where my parents renewed their vows, where I revealed the truth. And I think about everything that's happened, the pain, the growth, the healing, the power I claimed, the life I built, the family I rebuilt, on my terms. Diana finds me. Happy anniversary. Thanks. Can you believe it's been 5 years? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Regrets about signing that partnership agreement without reading it? Yes, not even one. She smiles. Good, because you've been an amazing partner. So have you. What's next for you? Keep growing, keep building, keep living. Sounds perfect. The party begins. Speeches, dancing, celebration. Mom gives a toast. 5 years ago, Claire revealed something that shocked us all. She owned part of this venue, the venue we'd forced her to give up. Everyone laughs. We were embarrassed, ashamed, confronted with our own favoritism and failures. She looks at me. But Claire gave us something precious, a chance to change, to grow, to be better. She's crying now. Thank you, Claire, for your patience, your boundaries, your willingness to try. Applause. Brooke speaks next. My sister is the strongest person I know. She survived our family's favoritism, built an incredible life, and still found room to let us back in. More applause. Claire, I'm sorry for everything, and I'm grateful for everything. Thank you for being you. Owen gives the final toast. To Claire, the woman who knows her worth, who claims her power, who builds her own success, and who still has room in her heart for second chances. Everyone raises their glasses. To me, the forgotten daughter who became unforgettable, the powerless sister who claimed power, the invisible woman who became impossible to ignore. I look around at my family, changed and trying, at my husband, supportive and loving, at my friends, loyal and true, at my venue, beautiful and mine, at my life, hard-won and precious, and I feel complete, whole, free. Not because they finally see me, but because I finally saw myself, knew my worth, claimed my power, built my life on my terms. That's the real victory. Not the venue, not the money, not even the reconciliation, but me, knowing myself, loving myself, choosing myself, finally, completely, permanently. And nobody can take that away. Not parents, not siblings, not anyone. It's mine, I earned it, and I'm keeping it, forever.